Welcome to all. We are starting with new series called Prelims Hack to Ace Prelims 2024 with ease. So today's first topic is BRICS. Why BRICS is important in today's world scenario and today's tensed geopolitical scenario? Because according to Farid Zakaria, who said that 21st century represents the fall of West and the rise of rest. So we'll see how BRICS plays an important role in today's geopolitical scenario. Before going to BRICS, I want to tell you that BRICS has added 5 more countries. So which all are the 5 countries? We'll have a look. BRICS. BRICS is an intergovernmental organization. So before this, it consisted of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. So the recent 5 countries which got added was Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and UAE. So it represents West Asia now, mostly. There was one more country which was offered to join BRICS, Argentina, but it declined the offer. Foundation. BRICS was originally found, the term BRIC was coined by Jim O'Neill of Goldman Sachs in 2001. It was founded at Yekaterinburg, Russia, the first BRIC summit in 2001. So these are the new members we can see here on the board. Old members are Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Saudi Arabia. So Argentina, it was proposed new members as of August 2023. Argentina declined the offer. It said it will not join BRICS. So the other rest countries are Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and UAE. So let's move on to the functions of BRIC. So what are the functions and principles of BRICS? The basic function of BRICS is deeper ties between the member nations on economic expansion, including trades, promote peace, security, and development cooperation. And what is the principle on which the BRICS operate? It has 3 pillars. First one is political and security. Second one is economic and financial. And third one, cultural and people-to-people exchange. So these are the functions and pillars, principles on which BRICS function. There are some organs of BRICS like New Development Bank, CRA. So what is this New Development Bank? It's a multilateral development bank which was developed in 2014 in Brazil. It's called Fortaleza. It has been asked in the previous prelims. So this becomes important. Why? Because it is competing with World Bank, which is formed under Bretton Woods. As we know that the Western country, there's a hegemony of USA and the European countries. To control and balance it, the balance of power, New Development Bank becomes very important. So it has a similar function what World Bank does. It is for development purpose. It gives loans or even soft loans and also provides grants to the countries. The next one is contingent reserve arrangement. CRA works parallelly, similarly to IMF. That is, it helps countries during balance of payment crisis and during any other exigencies like liquidity pressure, currency issue, and other financial issues also. Okay. Next is BRICS payment system. So recently we have seen that Russia had US and the other allies have put a lot of sanctions on Russia, which has made Russia very difficult to deal with world countries. So why and how it is controlled? It is controlled through this SWIFT system. SWIFT system. So what BRICS is planning to do is to make another system which works alternative to SWIFT system. Central Bank of Russia has proposed this as a backup so that world move away from dollar dealing in dollars, right? It's also called dollarization of economy. So US has a hegemony in with respect to dollars. There's also a plan to have a potential common currency. Recently, we have seen that when India was buying oil from Russia, so since India cannot buy oil from Russia in terms of dollars, so and there was a case that they cannot even deal with ruble or rupees. So they have found out that the alternative currency in which they can deal is yuan. So most probably the potential common currency between these countries would be yuan only. It is of China's. So let's have a look at what are the advantage of BRICS adding more members. It will increase global influence as right now already it has all the continents it represents. Now adding West Asian countries will help to increase its global influence. Diversification of perspective. Since 5 more countries have added, they can debate and deliberate on issues more effectively. Third one is economic growth and development. The recently added countries are mostly from West Asia and they represent GCC countries also, GCC organs. So those are oil exporting countries. Broader geopolitical reach. It is obvious by adding 5 more countries. Enhanced diplomatic relation, including nations like Iran and Saudi Arabia. These are considered as 2 arch enemies in present world order. So having them both in under one roof will help to solve the issue in West Asia, basically in Yemen, or the non-state actors issue like Hezbollah and others. Collective bargaining power. The BRICS may have more negotiating leverage because more people have added and they can defend their interest in a more effective manner. Defend their interest. The next is expanded pool of resources. It can help to expand the intangible resources like knowledge and creative ideas. Okay? The next, what advantage does India have by this increase in grouping? Since India is a nation which believes in multi-alignment. We had a policy of non-alignment during our independence, but we have moved out of that and now we believe in multi-alignment. At one point we are dealing with Russia and China, and on other hand we are also dealing with USA and European allies. So we make sure that shared multilateralism and multi-alignment is fulfilled, and it should be based on rule-based order. So what are the advantage? First is increased diplomatic influence. Since more countries are included, we'll have more diplomatic influence. The next one is enhanced economic opportunities. We, as a country, India, we import maximum, I think more than 50% of oil has been imported from Gulf and Russia. So this will help us to grow economically also. And the dependence on Russia or just on one country will be diminished. We can have multiple diversity from where we can buy oils and even have economic opportunity in way of exporting. Like we export a lot of raw materials. So we can export raw materials, be it wheat or sugar and sugar canes, milk. So in that way we can have more economic opportunities. And even in people, next one is leveraging regional ties. by including nations from India's neighborhood, such as Iran and Saudi Arabia, India might increase the influence of its neighborhood, and it will also help in India promoting its extended neighborhood policy. Extended neighborhood policy. Even as India bids for permanent member in UN Council, UN Security Council, the support of BRICS will play an important role. We have already formed G4 countries which are bidding for permanent seat, but even the expansion of BRICS will help India to achieve a long-standing bid for to become a permanent member in UNSC. The next advantage it will have is to promote South-South collaboration. South-South collaboration is the countries who are developing and least developed countries. So these are, most of them are post-colonial states. We can call them post-colonial states also. Last one, security platform for energy. As we know that Saudi Arabia, UAE, and even Russia, so these are the countries from where we buy oil now. So for our own energy security, ties with all these countries becomes very important. So this was the first video on BRICS. Be in touch with us and follow this series, because through this you might be able to solve at least 50 to 60 questions in your upcoming prelims. Thank you.